Hello and welcome to DCN Weekly, your regular roundup of Australia's shipping, ports and logistics news. This episode covers the week ending on the 10th of April 2026. I'm Caroline Tung, journalist at DCN, and I'm joined by senior journalist David Sexton. David, welcome.
Thanks, Caroline, and great to be here and to talk to all our listeners again.
Yeah, David, your latest story was covering ceasefire in the Middle East with Maersk. Can you tell our readers a little bit about that?
Yes, well, a lot going on in the Middle East, unfortunately. However, bit of an uplift from Maersk Line, being one of the world's great container carriers, in terms of following the ceasefire announced earlier in the week. So APM Maersk is saying the ceasefire, well, they've welcomed it. It does not yet provide the full maritime certainty that would allow shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Saying information and details available remain limited, and they're working to obtain further clarity. They're saying the ceasefire may create transit opportunities, but not yet, essentially.
Now, earlier this week, our contributing editor, Al Crisp, spoke with John Davies, who's the CEO of the Australian Constructors Association, and it was about two outstanding infrastructure projects in the Northern Territory and in the Kimberley. David, can you tell us a little bit about that?
That was excellent words, Caroline, but apparently construction firm McDonnell Dowell's Groot Island Wharf Remediation Project and the Kimberley Marine Support Base by TAMS Group were named among the 7 finalists for this year's Australian Construction Achievement Awards. So, yeah, fine efforts all around there.
Yeah, and who else have we got among the finalists?
Well, you may ask. The Metro Tunnel Project in Melbourne and Western Sydney Airport are among the finalists. So, yeah, well done, everyone.
Great. And how will they be planning to celebrate this?
Oh, goodness me. Sounds like a dinner in August at the Hyatt Regency Hotel is in order, so I'm sure it'll be a night to remember.
Yeah, wonderful. And now shifting a bit further south now to Fremantle, where our WA correspondent Alan Newton covered a new addition to the fleet at Thompson's shipping lines, David.
Yeah, so they've added a handy-sized bulk carrier to their fleet. The subsidiary of Thompson Shipping Group has acquired the Japanese-built 35,047 deadweight ton handy-sized bulker to be renamed TSL Lusaha. So I hope I pronounced that right, but the acquisition is said to further strengthen the group's presence in the global dry bulk market.
Now, crossing over to the coast of Victoria, a rather fishy discovery by the AFP earlier this week. David, what's happening here?
Yeah, that's a different one. That this is a commercial fishing trawler that sank off the Victorian coast in the first half of last year. The 4 crew members were rescued after the commercial trawler they were on sank off the coast of Port Albert, that's in Victoria, and alleged a syndicate had made multiple attempts to travel into Bass Strait to rendezvous with suspected rendezvous with a mothership and to allegedly collect some illicit funds. That's a bit of a different one. Charges have been laid and we'll have to see what the outcome is in the courts.
Fascinating. Thank you, David. And finally, overseas now with the arrival of the Northern Endeavour in Denmark for decommissioning. A bit of a controversial one here and a long-running project that has attracted a lot of attention. David, what's the latest?
Yeah, thank you, Caroline. So the vessel, the Northern Endeavour, arrived in Denmark apparently at the end of March and is now under demolition in the coastal city of Frederikshavn. And this was finally confirmed by the Federal Department of Industry late last week, after they previously remained somewhat coy about the transit under tow from the Timor Sea last October. The social media posts have already posted vision of the FPSO passing through the Suez Canal and its subsequent arrival at the Modern American Recycling Services, or MARS Specialist Offshore Recycling Facility in Friedrichshafen. So quite a saga there.
Well, that wraps up our most read for the week. Don't forget to stay tuned for all the Middle East shipping movements and other latest news over the next couple of weeks.
Make sure you're subscribed to the daily newswire at the dcn.com.au for daily news and updates.
Absolutely. And if you have any more questions, comments, tips, or tip-offs, please drop us a line at editorial@thedcn.com.au. That's us for this week. Catch you next time.